Then you have to have Vishaya Chaitanya. Means your organs, sense organs, always react to things. Because you are human beings, you see, you are born like that. So whatever happens, you react. For example, you see a beautiful flower, you react to it. Some sort of a thought rises with it. Now, you must practice to see something without allowing any thought to rise. Then you start sucking through your spirit the beauty, the glory, the fragrance of a flower. Every flower is a poetry. But when you start thinking about it, then it becomes a dead thing. But you just try to enjoy. Now you are the people who are on this earth to enjoy yourself. Not to worry about anything. Just enjoy. But if you are still used to, I must do this thing special, I am something special Sahajogi, I am a very highly evolved Sahajogi, then you are finished. Say, we are all going in a boat, enjoy the boat and also the waves. But somebody says, I am a very special one, I'll try to jump down. Then you are back again into the same position. So one has to have an attitude of looking at things. Try to develop this habit of looking at things without thinking about it. Try to develop your mind on those lines that you do not react. Now that excitement business or all this sensationalization that is today's craze comes from the same, that your sense organs require a kind of sensation because they react. While we must have our sense organs which do not react, because they must only react to the spirit. So we have to develop a new type of sense organs or a new quality of sense organs who do not react to outside excitement. Now if you want Sahaja Yoga to be excitement, how can you do it? I mean, it is just the opposite of it. So what you have to do is to see that your sex organs, say for example your eyes, they see something, then they react. Your ears, they hear something, they react. Somebody wants to talk and see the reaction. There are expectations. But because spirit is active itself, it acts itself. You have seen vibrations, don't speak, they act. It has the power to act. You need not react. If you can reduce the power of reaction, you rise much higher. This is a thing which one has to know when now we are celebrating his resurrection, because it is tapa. It is the penance of Christ. Christ came on this earth for penance. You know, in the Gayatri Mantra, there are 7 things they have said it. And at the point of Christ, it is tapa, is the penance. So you have to have so-called penance to achieve the joy. The penance is to pull back your sense organs inside yourself. As Krishna has said, that you have to pull back all your limbs of sense organs like a tortoise does. So the excitement that you require for your sense organs is no more needed, because your sense organs now are themselves the source of excitement. In the sense that they neutralize all the excitements. You go to that point from where it starts. A river starts with a very small little drop, and then it expands, 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 expands. You go to the source, absolutely to the central point. There you will find hardly even a drop falling out. Another good example would be a wheel has the central point. And the wheel moves all the time, but the central point has to be fixed. Otherwise, with the wheel, that central point also moves, then the cart cannot move. Cart will also start rolling down. So the central point has to be fixed. Otherwise, the wheel cannot move. So you go to that central point, and the movement is on the central point where there is no movement, in a way, because there's only ascent. There's no revolution. It doesn't revolve anymore. There's just ascent on the central point. I hope you try to understand that all the movements come out of ignorance. All the outer movements come because we are not yet on the central point. But that achievement is not difficult because you have jumped onto it. But you again come out onto the periphery, onto the wheel. So how to keep there and to ascend in that line? Say, for example, there are wheels, like these wheels after wheels, but central point is fixed. Now every time you jump out, now how do you go back to the central point? Is by detachment, by tapa, by penance. Penance is to deny. It doesn't mean asceticism of outside, but asceticism of within.